she's over 19 years, which means yeye hajaget mtoi at the age yenye uliget mtoi. How have you made that possible?
Adi, how did I come to... you don't make a choice. I mean, I mean, there are very few women, Kingori, I'm so sure there are few women that choose to be, now, you know what, I want to raise this child alone, I'm single, Nani ujinga, by the way, because it's hard. It's hard. I tell her, I tell the young ladies that I meet, I mean, it's a difficult journey to raise a child on your own. Yeah? And when you're making that decision, not unless you're like my age right now, this what I told you, feminists, that huwezi kwa feminist at her age, at now I want to go give birth na nikwe peke yangu. I mean, you have a long way ahead. You have a journey ahead of you. But ukishafika 45, 50, maze yenyewe unaweza decide unaweza raise mtoi peke yako. But I mean, let these ladies not lie to these young girls. Let them not lie to them. Having somebody is nice. Having somebody to raise your child with is really nice. I mean, it's a struggle. I want to be at my rehearsals, I want to be at my shoot, and yet again, nafa kuenda meeting ya shule. And nafa kumpeleka hosi, nimeipigiwa simu from school. She's sick, so you have to rush there. I mean, if you have somebody, then you can call them and tell them, niaje, wesi uende, mi niko busy hapa. I mean, like, you can share responsibilities. Okay. So I didn't choose to be alone. It just happened. I was alone. And I raised her. It was a difficult journey, but I'm very lucky that I had my parents. My dad and my mom and my siblings. I mean, we raised her together. Okay. So she was like the last born in the family. And my father, when I gave birth, I'm lucky again because when I gave birth, my father came to take me from hospital. He picked me up and he was happy. Of course, si happy ile ya sasa mazee mtoi wangu amepata mtoto, si hiyo. But okay. At 19, unajua. But I mean, the child is here. So my father looked at the baby, I remember, and he said, this baby is beautiful. That made me happier. And then akatupeleka home. Akatupeleka home. Then akambia madhe, this is a child with a child. So we have to take care of both of them. So,
umenipoteza, umeniacha hapo kwa, your father came to the hospital, akaangalia, akasema, this is a beautiful baby. So, Nicola, if your parents reject you and your baby, it could be vile mtoto anakaa. Hii ni nini umetuletea? Ukisikia mzazi anaongea hivyo, inamaanisha hivyo. And then, sasa kuna kitu kingine, kuna a part where your father is there in the background, right? Na kuna part ya mzae wa mtoi, cause mtu apatangi mtoi peke yake, anataka kukam through kwa life ya mtoi. Kwa ile part yenye umeraise mtoi peke yako, kuna hasira fulani ya una show up kwa nini? Una show up. And CD, I believe, has a story that inspired me in how I work in my own space.
Yeah.
And I get, because I was told, and unaweza ni correct, you met your dad, aliku-offer kukufanyia anything you wanted on your birthday, but he didn't care.
Yeah.
Did the sacrifices your mom made, ukigrow, affect your loyalty towards side ya mzae wako?
So, I first met my dad when I was 9. Actually, tulikuwa tukishoot Wingula Moto, and we were going to Coast. We were shooting in Coast, and that's where my dad stayed for the better part of his life. So one day, tuko na dina mwende, my mom had gone to, he had a hotel huko, so she had gone kwa hiyo hoteli, and then ilikuwa nimebaki kwa ile hotel yenye tulikuwa tunakaa na Dina. So Dina is getting me ready, ananivalisha nguo nini. Nikamza, Dina, tunaenda wapi? Akaniambia, kuwa na baba yako. Sijawahi sikia kitu kama hiyo kwa beta.
Up to 9 years, haukuwa umeisikia?
Yeah, I'd never heard of it. I don't know. Kwa kitu, it wasn't a thing. And like she said, I grew up around a lot of love, because I had my grandparents. To date, I call my grandparents mom and dad. So my guka was my dad through and through. I had my uncle who was there. So I don't think, for me, I'm lucky. Even if I grew up with a single parent, I didn't feel like there was a gap mahali. So it was never an issue of you don't have your dad or your dad is somewhere. It was never there. So nilishtuka, nilinyamaza till mali tulifika. And then I saw my mom coming with this tall guy and I was like, inaweza kuwa ni huyu.
Oh, una guess.
Yeah, so he came. Akaniambia, hi. And then my mom was like, yeah, ndo babako.
Aya.
Yeah, that was the intro I got. So we hung out till ile time tulitoka coast kushoot. And then I came back to Nairobi. We used to speak on the phone, but it wasn't quite frequent. It wasn't consistent.
Yes.
Till I think when I got to high school. When I was in Form 2, now we started consistently talking on the phone. Then we used to go to the same church, so I used to see him on Sundays. Imagine.
No. Wait. Up until 9,
Yeah.
but you used to go to the same church.
No. I used to go to another church in Kangemi. So then we moved to a church in Westlands.
Oh, that's when you went into your father's house.
Yeah. Yes. So
Actually, she was 17. You're going to turn 18 when you met your father again, right?
yes, I was 17.
Yeah, and
From 9 years, ukamit tena akiwa 17.
When I was 17.
Hiyo ingine ilikuwa kwa simu.
Ilikuwa kwa simu, but it wasn't quite frequent, so I can't say there was a relationship or anything.
Yes.
But when I turned 17, it became a little bit now. It became now a bit stronger and everything.
And they weren't seeing each other because okay, he was a weird guy though. Alikuwa tu, he's a weird guy. May his soul rest in peace. And so yeah, I remember I'm taking Cindy to school. She's in Form 3, right?
Yeah.
I'm taking Cindy to school, and then he tells me I want to meet my daughter. Then I tell Cindy to go Comma 3. I tell Cindy I'm talking to your dad here and he wants to meet you. And Cindy was like, as in, ati, si lazima. And I'm like, see, ati, you know, it's not like I miss a father. Okay.
Alikwambia hivyo?
Yeah.
And that is where the
But tu judge hata nimalize kitu niko. Nilikuwa nikisema nini? Nilikuwa nikisema
Mukabit.
Also
Kwa
in
church.
church. Yes.
Yeah.
So, one thing I really love about my mom is whenever my dad showed up, she was never those ones for hapana, hutafanya, hutamuona. But my mom really kept me ready. She was like, do you want to have a relationship with your dad? Yes. And she was like, you know, it could go either way. He could be here and he could stay forever, or he could come and then disappear. So wewe ndo uta decide kitu unataka. And she was like, but it's your dad. I feel like you should try. If it fails, at least you know you tried. So vile tu amekwambia, I don't want to say disinterested, but borderline disinterested. Nilikuwa tu, inakaa kwa job mingi kwanza kujua mtu, nikisha kwa mtu mzima, but I actually did. And I started talking to him, then he gets to spoil me. I think I'm gonna different.
Or your dad was your mubaba?
Yeah, a good one. I remember this time I used to tell him, Dad, I want to go for ice cream with my friends. He's like, don't worry, darling, I'll make sure you shine. He sends me money for me and all my friends. Like he says, "Wambia nililipiwa pesa ice cream yao."
Yes.
So yeah, we started talking. Then when I turned 18, I think he told my mom that he's going to throw me the biggest party ever, which reminds me, yo bashi ilikuwa ya huyo mse na mabeshte wake.
Actually,
yes.
let me put this
I
clear.
had like 10 friends there.
Yeah, because you had
And you had like
friends.
I knew you had like 40 friends
But
there.
you had 10 friends.
But remember, no, think about it.
sure.
Just to settle that.
Yeah.
Your mother has been alive for over 40 years.
Yes.
Hata angekuwa na one friend per year. Bado atakuwa outdo.
Let me put this clear. The party, I was throwing the party.
She wanted to surprise me, but akashindwa.
But this one can be surprised by the way.
Never.
Where's the surprise, Cindy? She can't. I'm difficult. You can surprise her. Okay.
Plus me, if we do something I don't like, nitakwambia guys, ungeniuliza.
But she's difficult like that.
You are rude.
So I do not even rude. Wacha kwanza kabla niende hapo. Cindy is straightforward, which is sometimes painful for me. Kwa sababu since she was alijijua tu hivi teenage, you can buy her a shoe kwa sababu kimbaya hata kwa zile za guy inayo. Si ungeniambia. You know. So
ni juu ya personality yake ama ni juu ya mzae wake kumspoil hizo.
No, that was when she was young.
Yeah.
Hiyo ni kutoka akiwa mdogo.
Kiburi yake ni inborn.
This crushed me. I don't think I've ever healed from this.
What did I do?
Sasa tunaenda church, ako teenage hapo. Ama sasa ameanza kufanya job. So mimi kama mama kabisa si unajua nitalamba kidole mate nikupanguze kitu kwa uso.
Yes.
Na tuko kwa barabara. I mean I don't know, you're still my child. So nitalamba nikupanguze. So I imagine na niko barabara.
Exactly my point.
Aliniambia wewe na wewe kwa nini unanipaka mate?
But mbona utake kupaka mtu mate? Does it sit well with you?
That should actually be encouraging.
So it didn't make me feel vibaya. So her birthday, I had said I was going to do my birthday. It was 18 years of me being a mother. Yes. Actually, I told everybody, uko tukifanya rehearsals, heartstrings. Yes. It was 18 years of me being a mother. So the party was all mine. Then, fadhake akakuja like 2 months, wali meet 2 months to the party kwa church. Unaona? It had been a long time ujaiona huyu mtoto.
No, but I used to see him in church before that, yeah.
But okay, you will see Cindy, yes, okay, nikamuita. Kidogo me I'm doing a party. Or you want to get involved. So, okay, yeah, we did a party together. But my friends were going to be there kwa sababu si ni party yangu. Yes. 18 years of being a mother alone.
Sasa yeye anafikiria ana celebrate yeye kuturn 18, kumbe hata wewe una turn 18.
Yes, it was a party for 2.
You are both turning 18.
Yes, her as a child, me as a mother.
Hata ukifika 15 takufanyia, it will be for me too.
Sawa, na sasa when it comes to yeye mzae wake kushow up, how did you manage to rise above bitterness ya the things that ulikuwa umefanya peke yako na kumwalao kukuja kwa life ya mtoi anytime anajisikia?
I'll say this. The beauty about my life is that I know that I've not done it alone. First, I've done it with my parents and my siblings, and then I've done it by grace. All through my life, I've been carried by grace. And then I'm in a church where I healed. I was bitter. I was really bitter for a very long time because this guy has money. Why can't you help me? And so many other issues. So I was really bitter for a long time. But before he came, nilikuwa nishaanza kufika hiyo process ya healing process. And when you realize that you've not done it, it's kama sio God aungeweza, then you carry no bitterness.
Okay.
And I've raised a very good girl here. Okay. I cannot have done it alone. So by the time alikuwa anakuja, of course nilikuwa nimejam. So tulianza kuongea, but nilichukua one day ya kukaa chini. Kaa chini, nimuite. Kaa chini, ni rant. Nikwambie zile vitu zote haukuwa. He gave me that. At least he gave me that.
Akanyamaza ukamsomea for one day.
Tulikuwa tumepeleka Cindy shule.
Yes.
Alikuwa nasoma
Gilgil by then, yeah.
So nilirant kutoka Gilgil mpaka Kangemi.
Oh no, can I tell something?
Oh yeah.
First of all, that day wakirudisha shule.
Unasikia hii kelele yote?
Yeah. First of all, they were not talking. So my dad is like, I'm coming to pick you and your mom. Nikaambia mamangu, haya mimi nimechoka, nikifika kwa gari na ikatu earphones nilala, kaniambia wewe mtaongea na huyo mzee, mtaongea tu kama ni weather. Mtaongea hata kama ni weather. Mnataka mimi tumenyamaziana naye kutoka hapa mpaka Gilgil. Imagine sasa
so nyinyi ndio mnapiga story but yeye amenyamaza.
Yeye nyamaze, anataka mimi na baba yangu tuongee ndio wasi have kuongea.
Ndio wasi have kuongea. But then akisha show up hiyo time, si ndio? Does Cindy know his side of the story na your side of the story, ama yeye ni mtoi anafaa grow? And then pia unaweza tuambia mtoi Cindy amekuwa kwa TV from when she was 6 years old. Yes. As a parent, how do you punish a celebrity?
So which one do I start with?
Kuchapa celeb.
I'm a strict mother. I'm a strict mother. She knows that. She wouldn't be who she is if I wasn't strict. I've raised her in the industry. Nikatoto kataenda shule kakuje kameambiwa kameona kwa TV na everybody at 6 years. You're in class 1, right?
Yeah, 1.
Then akuja vunje sahani ya mamangu, amame nitalipa ninalipangwa. Hey! Ni umchape umuulize pesa gani. In fact, the first thing nazingiangi kwa account yako, so unajua uko na pesa gani wewe?
No, actually, I used to be paid in my account, but she used to have a control of it till I was 18.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Na ulipata pesa yako vile ilikuwa?
Niwaambie.
By the way. Hiyo ni part interesting. Tuambie. Ulipewa explanation gani ya pesa yako?
Nilikuwa naona kila mali where it's going. I feel like I knew what we used to do with my money, because those days it used to be, you can imagine you're 12 and you're coming home from 3 weeks of work, unakuja home na check ya over 100,000 and you're 12. Hata ujui yo pesa ni nini, ujui kama inaweza buy gari, nyumba, ama ni kiatu tu. You don't, you can't even put it into, you can't, ukuna kitu unaweza fanya. But she used to tell me, first of all, this time what do you want? I want a phone. She buys me a phone. What do you want? Nini nini. I used to come home, she changes my whole wardrobe, nini nini. And then all the rest inafanya vitu zingine za maana.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you got to meet your dad like ile vizuri 17, 18.
Yeah.
But not long after that you lost him.
Yeah.
How close were you by then?
And I feel like let me say this first. Before I met my dad, I didn't feel the need to have a dad, because I didn't know, you know, sometimes you can't miss what you don't have, but for other people in the situations and the circumstances that they're brought up in, they definitely feel that absence. But for me, it wasn't ever there. But let me tell you, when I got to meet my dad, I was so glad that I did, and I was so glad that my mom encouraged me to talk to my dad and to, hey, there's this time I was supposed to meet my dad. We were supposed to go for lunch. Me and him used to do dates here and there. So we were supposed to go for lunch, and then he called me and I was with my friends, and then I told him, I'm coming. Then nikaka na mabeshi yangu like for over an hour. I stayed. So by the time I was leaving to go see my dad, he had left for something else. And then he called my mom and he told my mom, mtoto wako ni kama leo haja show up, so we'll have to reschedule.
Alimwambia hivyo mtoto wako?
Okay, I don't know. I'm just assuming.
Yes.
So when I was coming home from meeting my friends, hata kabla nifike kwa gate, nikapatana na mamangu akitoka kwa nyumba. You remember she was telling you she's a strict mom? Alinipiga kofi mbele ya watu. Pa! Shock ili bisect, niko juu nimekata kuona baba yangu, juu stand up baba yangu. Na ni baba yangu.
Yes.
Ni wewe ni baba yangu. Ndio unanipiga, but I feel like she knew what she was doing. Ni kwa sababu she knew that relationship was very important, and best believe that relationship was very important to me. My dad died in 2020 from a car accident. And she's actually the last person that spoke to him. So between the time I was 17 and 2020, we had become so close. So close. In fact, tukikosana na huyo alikuwa ananisema huko.
Okay. Na hii kitu amesema before to explain your co-parenting before we let you go. As an African mom, the psychology ya kupiga mtu coffee in public. How does it work?
Ebu tuambie. Even me I want to know.
Mbele ya mabeshi.
Hata mimi sijai hilo.
Oh my goodness. I do not know. It just happens. Aki
she has a temper, this one.
Spontaneity.
Inakujanga kwa sababu okay, you didn't call me and let me tell you, it wasn't just about you standing up your dad. It was in your time wewe mimi najua uko kwa budako, hauko uko wapi, because I want to know where you are. I want to know. And we have had that problem until last year. I think that is when I had to let go, and she made me let go. Zile zanataka kujua uko wapi. Sikuwa naona ni kama ame grow up. I want to know where you are. I want to know what you're doing. I want to know your friends. That has been me.
Yeah.
I need to know your friends. I need to know where you are. Simu ni mimi nilinunua. Simu yake saa zile alijinunulia ndio niliacha kuiangalia. Leta simu.
Yes.
I will go through your phone.
Yeah.
I bought it. As in, I will take care of you. My role as a parent, when I was given this child, and I have a boy who's 17 years old. He's in Form 2. That's my role. God gave me these children as a custodian. I mean, I'm going to check on you.
Okay.
Sitakuachilia hata wapi. I mean, I'm not going to make that mistake. Okay. So nitakuangalia na nitakuchapa. I will take care of you properly. So nikisikia tu kwa barabara ni umefanya vibaya, ikikuja tu si ati ninakuanga nimeprepare nimesema leo ninaenda hapa na nitamchapa. Hapana, inakujanga tu
kama pepo. So, and from the experiences that you may learn raising Cindy mpaka hapa, si ndio? What do you have to say kwa dem ako 18 and Cindy's age kwenda mbele when it comes to responsibility ya kuget mtoi?
First of all, you'd asked me how I dealt with yoya kwa baba.
Yes.
Kwa baba. When the father came in. One thing I had decided in my life is I'll never tell Cindy ubaya wa baba yake. Kwa sababu ubaya baba yake ni mimi najua. You know, me and the father had a difference, and I'm the only one who knows it. So I can tell my friends, but I won't tell Cindy. There's Zambia friends wangu, you know, he did this and this and this, but I won't tell her.
Why?
Because there's one thing I realized, and even when he came back, we decided that issues zetu ni zetu, because Cindy is my relative, yeah, because she's my daughter. The father is not my relative, but guess what? Ni relative was Cindy. You know, those two are relatives. The father is just me and the father are just me and the father, right?
You are strangers.
We are co-creators. Yeah? we actually used to call each other that, co-creators, because we created this one. We created this one, right? So we are co-creators.
Co-creators, twende na manufacturer.
We created this one, so he was my co-creator. And he's not my relative, but Cindy is their relative, right? So, wezi kosanisha relative, ushajaribu kukosanisha relatives? Or a mother and a daughter, no. Or a mother and a father. Na wakisikizana, mimi ndio nitabaki katikati.
Yes.
Unaona? Because they have akona blood yake. So mimi siwezi jaribu kuingilia katikati ya relatives. Now you guys deal. Akikuja niambia ubaya babake, no, you guys deal. I had told you this, expect this and this, you know. But you guys deal. I mean, it's as simple as that. So when the father came, hakuwa na issues that you did this to my mom, you did this to my mom. Yeah. Hakuwa, you do not know.
Kama ni beef, wa create beef yao
yeah,
from
peke yao. Sita kucreate beef.
Ah.
As in, I'm not going to go there. I mean, that is how I did it.
Sawa, co-parenting. Inaitwaje, you can't, wewe haukuwa na hiyo experience sana, because alikuwa na show up once in a while. Right?
He didn't help. He just showed up. Ni kuongea tu kwa simu. He didn't help at all.
No, he did. He paid my fees.
When in university now.
Even in high school.
Once.
No.
Hey, Cindy, nakwambia ni once. Once anakuekelea.
Mimi ndo nilikuwa natumiwa hiyo pesa.
Cindy, let me tell you, like for sure Cindy, let's not even go there. Na ni hiyo time amefukuzwa ni hiyo time akimaliza shule actually. Ni hiyo form 4 yeah. Hiyo form 4 ndio after the birthday now.
You
after the
see?
birthday he said I will help. I will help. After to meet after the birthday. You hear? Hapo ndio alisema now I will help you guys. Akambia mamangu na mimi I will help you guys. But kutoka standard 1 mpaka mtu yeye amefika form 4 ndio umekuja kutupatia kucooperate.
Auoni ni kama hapo unaambia Cindy ubaya wa baba yake? Hapana. Ajue kabisa we struggled, me and my family.
Achana baba.
Ajue tu struggled me and my family.
Sawa.
Yeah.
Sawa. Now, do you feel like you could have gotten more if your father was available from day one?
Gotten more in terms of what?
As in terms of the relationship. Do you feel like there's something you missed now that you came to know him?
Yes, actually, especially when he passed, I wished that I had met him a bit earlier. But I don't think hata kukona regrets for me on my side.
Yes.
Unajua na act ni kama nilikuwa naenda public school. I was in St. Elizabeth either way. Hata akisema totally struggle. We struggled when I was in the best schools. I went to Akuna camp niliwahi miss. I never missed what's it called, trips. I did quite a lot. So okay, maybe wao waliumia, but me I was having I was having a good time. The better part of my life, I was having the time of my life.
Manzi.
And nilikuwa najibamba. And I did wish that I had met him earlier.
Yes.
And the beginning of our relationship was a bit of a struggle.
Yes.
Kwa sababu he doesn't know me, I don't know him. Huyo amekwambia me, I'm just blunt, I'll tell you as it is. So he was like, naka kasichana kanaongea. And you're gopi huyu, because especially my other siblings, my other many siblings.
Wow.
My other many siblings, I don't think they have that relationship that I had with my dad,
okay.
Which also kind of balances because they've known him longer.
Okay.
But I feel like me and him are so close and so free. And I feel like mimi kitu naeza ambia watu, especially people who are raising children
in a single parent setting
on their own, especially mothers, even fathers, let me just say, because kuzi hadi kuko na single fathers wengi. I don't think it's fair for a parent to keep their child from the other parent unless that parent is
harmful to the kid.
Yes, unless they're posing a danger to the kid, unless they're sick, they're abusive, hizo vitu. I don't think it's fair. Vile mama yangu amesema, what her and my dad went through, it has nothing to do with me. And honestly, hata sijiuliza mamangu because I really don't care. I nihusu. Okay. I just wanted to know my dad, and I feel like everyone, as much as I have my mom and I love my mom so much, my mom is like my sister. Hakuna kitu simwambiangi.
Yes.
Zingine wana ni force, but namwambia tu bado. But as much as my mom is my mom can never be my dad. My mom can never show me the love that my dad showed me. My mom can never do, hata angepatiwa zile pesa zote babangu alikuwa nazo, she can never do what my dad did for me. Only my dad could do what he did for me. And even if my mom remarried and got someone else, it would never be the same. You can never be the father to your child if you're the mom. You can never be the mom to your child if you're the dad. And I feel like it's very unfair. It's very selfish. It's borderline stupid. And it should not be allowed. Si kitu mzuri unafanya huyu mtoto. You see, sometimes that is why unasikianga watu wakisema huyu dem anakuanga na daddy issues, huyu dem anakuanga na hivi. You want your child to be strong, you want your child to not asidanganywe hivi na wanaume, asikue mtu ataumizwa, mtu mwenye haezi fikiria vizuri, haezi fikiria straight, anapatiwa the bare minimum, but oh my god, you are a man, anakimbia hapo. You can't protect your child from these things if you're keeping the dad away from this child. Me, I'm telling you for a fact, mimi naweza ringia mtu because I had my dad. Uwezi kuniletea bare minimum mimi. You can't do that to me. I know how a man is supposed to love a woman, and it doesn't have to be in a romantic way. I just know that is the one example that I have. Yeah.
Hiyo ni St. Elizabeth. Mmesikia St. Elizabeth ikiongea?